let's dive into this today. This is our final topic, and it's just more crap about the Marvels. But I found this one interesting, right? I found this funny because this shows the inherent issue with Marvel as a whole, and it's bad writing. So, what is this about? Well, they've manufactured beef with Monica Rambeau and Carol Danvers, so Captain Marvel and whoever this idiot plays, Monica Rambeau character. They manufacture beef because they're like, well, actually, Captain Marvel is like her aunt. She isn't her aunt. Now, what happens here is because Carol Danvers, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, buggers off and leaves Monica Rambeau, even though she's not her aunt, and then Monica Rambeau's mother dies when she's an adult. Apparently, Monica Rambeau's got beef with Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, right? Even though Monica Rambeau becomes a superhero herself, so the reasons why Captain Marvel would be leaving, she should accept and understand because it's the roles and responsibilities of being a superhero, and yet she does not. So that alone, I think, fundamentally reveals the issues at at Marvel's core, and it's just terrible writing. So this is the exit here. So for a child to lose their aunt and then to lose their mother, though she wasn't a child when her mother passed away, she's left to feel like she has no family. She literally didn't have an aunt. Captain Marvel wasn't her aunt. But then to see that her aunt has been popping to Earth every now and then, and off in space doing stuff for a bunch of other people, and also not being able to reconcile any of that because she's never around, that can really create a wound. Monica definitely has a wound that she finally gets to address in this film. She's a superhero. Monica Rambeau is a superhero, and she's butthurt that her superhero aunt is off doing superhero things. Really? Really? That's terrible writing, is it not? I mean, that is awful writing.
That seems to be the case on pretty much everything they've been putting out here the last couple of years. I mean, even Endgame, I wasn't a huge fan of. I hate the whole time travel element of things. I thought there's a completely different way they could have gone about that whole movie without doing that. But like when I think back to like Winter Soldier, which I think was probably my favorite out of all the MCU movies. Like the writing on those, even the first Iron Man movie, it was so good. It's like, who do they have writing this stuff now?
Yeah,
because it seems so far off from
well, a
what
lot of
we
them are
were
Rick and Morty
getting.
writers. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it makes sense now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, doesn't it? Just that alone. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible
Well, I
stuff. It's
forgot
just
about that.
garbage. Terrible writing. Like to have this would make sense if the character in question was not a superhero. The person that's got the the axe to grind against the superhero for leaving them. I would understand that if that person then was not a superhero, but she's a superhero. So she understands the role and responsibility of being a superhero.
But then she gets mad at her for leaving for doing superhero things.
Yeah. Dumb. Dumb as shit.
And these writers are striking and want more money.
Yeah. Creative bankruptcy.
Jeez.
Awful. Awful stuff. Tom, you're awfully quiet here, bro.
Nah, I wasn't paying that much attention to it.
Good times. Thanks, Tom.
Once you said Monica Rambeau, I tuned out.
God damn.
Because there's only one Rambeau I care about.
I would have liked
first
your
name
input on
ain't
this
Monica.
Yeah, and his
I
first
would've
name
liked your
ain't
input.
Monica. It's John.
I think you'd have liked this one. I think it could have come in a good rant from you.
I actually got distracted by a phone call. I apologize. It's my fault.
God damn. Leave it in
Well,
the private chat next time. God.
I should have
Basically, we're just talking about
That's
how
my
bad
fault.
the writing is in.
Oh, I'm sure it's bad. You've got the least watched show in Marvel history. Now here's its movie.
Well, basically, and also, this doesn't this follow on from Secret Invasion, and Secret Invasion was the worst reviewed show out of Marvel. It does.
So you're
doesn't
telling
it?
me
It
I
does
gotta watch
follow
2
on.
fucking shows to watch this movie now?
No, I
Fuck
don't think
that.
so. I think
Yeah.
you're all right.
That's why I think they're losing the audience. I'll be 100% honest with you because look, I know a lot of general people who are just like, because every time they talk Marvel and stuff, it's like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's like, why do you hate everything? It's like, well, it sucks. It's like a lot of normies
Mm.
don't mind some of the shit. The part they don't like is when they have to
Yeah.
watch 20 fucking series to understand a movie. Because that's the one complaint when I started finally hearing my normie friends complain was they're like, yeah, I went to see that Doctor Strange and I kind of liked it, but I was really lost because I guess I didn't watch that show on Disney Plus, so I didn't. I think that was the problem with it. And if you notice, that was the
Yeah.
last film they had that was kind of a hit. And I think a
Mm.
lot of the general normie audience was like, "Look, I'm lost. I didn't watch the stupid show." So
Just wait
fuck
till the
this.
normie audience watches Ahsoka. They're gonna be
Ugh.
completely lost.
Well,
This
you've
is
got
gonna
that to look forward
be,
to soon, Nick.
yeah.
You're all right, man.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious because Nick's got a point there. That I think the Ahsoka show is going to be that on a level like we've never seen. We're going to have so many people
Yeah.
going. You're going to see a ton of articles with like the shit you need to know from Rebels without having to watch it and shit.
Yeah,
Because
Well,
you're
and
going to have so
Clone
many
Wars.
people bitching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, you're going to be our resident reviewer of that every Thursday. You know that, don't you?
We will be watching it and reviewing it tonight. Our review will be out on the main channel tonight. I'm gonna go into it open-minded, but
It's probably going to be poo.
my expectations are pretty low for anything Disney does, especially
'Cause,
anything Star Wars wise.
Well, yeah. What's that famous line from Culture? Star Wars is dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead.
But I will say, I mean, like I've always said in the past, I guarantee you there'll be something in this show, stuff that I can cherry pick out of probably almost every episode where I'm like, that was cool. I like that.
Mm.
That looked good,
Yeah.
But overall, for the whole thing in a whole, yeah, my expectations are about as low as you can get.
Mm.